it from home. I'm MC, and today I will be taking you guys through a resistance training workout using the resistance band. So the only thing you will need today is a little bit of a space to move around in. You will also need a chair and a band. So just remember, as usual, only do exercises if you feel you can do them safely. Feel free to modify things as we go along, or you can press pause at any time to take a little bit of a break in between each exercise. We're going to be doing 10 exercises today, and we're going to alternate between upper body and lower body. And before we do that, we just want to make sure that we get our bodies nice and warm and ready to exercise. So we're going to do a short cardiovascular warm-up. And before we do that, you want to make sure that you have a comfortable pair of shoes with a flat sole on them to get started. So if you don't have your shoes on, go get them and then join back when you've got them on. So are we ready to get started? All right, here we go. So we're going to march it out in place. Make sure you're standing nice and tall, shoulders are relaxed. Just getting the blood flowing, getting everything going. And now take it side to side. So again, just some light motions here to get the body going, ready to exercise, ready to move, and hamstring curls, bending those knees. Heel digs to the front. As you do a heel dig, you're going to try to lift those toes up towards the ceiling, and you're going to feel a little bit of a stretch in your calves as you do that. Now toe tap to the side. Warming up those legs. Now we're going to take that backwards to the back, toe tap to the back. A little bit of an extension here in your hip. A little squeeze in the glute. And toe tap to the front. Now you're going to point your toe down, and as you do that, you're going to feel a little bit of a stretch in the top of your foot, your tibialis anterior muscle as well, front of the shin. And knee up, one at a time, nice and easy. Back to the march. All right, guys, now we're going to add some bigger motions here. Start to add some arms and side to side. So arms to the front here and back. A little bit more. Hamstring curls. We're going to pull it with those arms. Now heel digs to the front. We're going to do a bicep curl at the same time. So warming up those elbows. Toe tap to the side. Extend the arm to the side as you tap your toe. Keep the chest lifted. And now toe tap to the back. We're going to swing the arms up one at a time. Toe tap to the front, both arms bicep. And knee up one at a time. We're going to climb the ladder. So reaching the arm up. Keep smiling. All right, march it out one more time through. You should be feeling a little bit more warm now, muscles a little bit looser. Get ready for the side to side, and here we go. Arms front and back. So try to keep your chest lifted even as you bring your arms forward. And hamstring curls, pull it with those arms. So as you pull those arms back, you want to try to squeeze your shoulder blades together. And heel dig to the front, single arm bicep curl. Toes are still lifting up. And toe tap to the side, extension of the arm. Try to keep your arm at about shoulder height here. And let's go into our cross-country skiing, toe tap to the back. Toe tap to the front, bicep curl, both arms. Knee up and climb the ladder all the way to the roof. And good, march it out. All right, so we should be feeling a little bit warm now, a little bit looser in those muscles. Our muscles and our joints are now ready for a strength training workout. So you can slow down your feet and grab your chair and your band. So you want to make sure that you have a nice sturdy chair here because we will be using it for balance when we do some of these exercises. First exercise works the upper back and the backs of the shoulders. So we're going to take our band here and we're going to hold the band at about chest height, breastbone height, and the arms are going to be a little bit wider than the shoulders. Nice light grip here, and we're going to separate the arms, bring the hands back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then slowly come back to the front. Reaching the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, nice tall posture here. And you want to make sure that you keep breathing. So as we do this exercise, you want to have a little bit of a micro bend in the elbows, but the arms are mostly straight. If you want to make this exercise a little bit more challenging, you can hold the band a little closer together. And to make it easier, you can hold the band a little further apart. All right, we're going to do 7 more. So for each exercise, we're going to do about 12 of them. But feel free to stop before 12 if you need to. And 6, you can count out loud with me if you want. 5, slow and steady here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to relax the arms down. So you might feel that a little bit of tiredness in the shoulders and the upper back. So we're going to take a break from our upper body now and we're going to go to the lower body. So we're going to stand next to our chair. It doesn't matter which side you choose to do first because we're going to do both legs. So you want to make sure you're standing close to your chair. You're going to take your band and you're going to take the center of the band at the top here and you're going to make a little loop with the band. Okay, so now very carefully you're going to take the open side of the loop and place it under the foot that's closest to the chair. Now hold on to the chair if you need to, and you're going to take the closed loop and place it around the top of the foot that's furthest away from the chair. So this exercise is going to work the quadricep, which is the front of the thigh, and the hip flexor. Lifting your chest, make sure you're staying nice and tall. We're going to lift the leg up. So the leg is about at a 90-degree angle here. Hold it for about a second, and then come down. And up, hold. So you're going to again feel that in the front of your thigh. Slowly come down. So you want to make sure here that you are holding on to the chair to help you with balance. Slowly down, and it's not a race, these exercises, we're doing them all slowly, moving with control in a smooth motion. So we've got about 8 more on this side, so here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So you're going to release your foot from the band, and then with your spine in extension, as much extension as you can, you're going to bend your knees and grab the band. All right, so we have to go to the other side. So we want to be even on both sides. So again, you're going to take the center of the band, make a little bit of a loop here. Open side is going to go under the foot that's closest to the chair. Again, hold on to the chair if you need to, and then the closed loop is going to go around the top of the foot that's furthest away from the chair. So you're going to hold on to your chair, make sure you're nice and steady, and here we go, lifting the knee up at hip height and slowly coming down. So again, we're going to do the same amount that we did on the other side, so about 12 or as many as you can comfortably do. And 3, 4, you can smile at the same time, 5, 6, 7, 8, we've got 4 more, so here we go, 9, 10, 11, last one here, and 12. Good, now release your foot. Again, with a nice straight back, you're going to keep your head above your heart, you're going to bend down, grab your band. Good, all right. So now we're going to move back to the upper body. We're going to do a chest press with the band, which kind of imitates a push-up. So we're going to take the band and place it around the rib cage right under those armpits. And you're going to hold on to the band right in front of the shoulders. Elbows are going to be hugging into your sides. So the focus of the exercise here is the chest, and we're also going to work a little bit of the front of the shoulder and the triceps. So nice and smoothly, we're going to push the arms to the front. So imagine like you're doing a push-up here, and chest is still lifted. Slowly, elbows hugging in towards your rib cage. You're going to come back to the initial position. And nice and smooth to the front and smooth to the back. So again, we want to keep breathing when we do our resistance training exercises. And we also want to think about our posture. So your chin is slightly down here, pointing down towards the floor, crown of the head up towards the ceiling. We're going to do 8 more. 8, 7, elbows in, 6, 5, 4, are we still breathing there at home? 3, 2, and 1. All right, great job, guys. So we're going to go back to working on the lower body. So for the next exercise, we're going to need to be sitting down in our chair. So let's have a seat. And we want to make sure that we're sitting nice and tall here. So your pelvis is level on both sides. Your feet are flat on the floor, shoulders back. And we want to, for this exercise, we want to try to only move the leg. So we want to keep our torso as stable as possible. So we're going to really engage your core. So abdominals are going to pull in, and we're going to maintain a nice steady core so that we feel the exercise in our glutes. So this exercise, the focus is the glute. We're going to take the center of your band and place it under the heel. So really the bottom part of your foot here, the heel, down on the floor. Now we want to have some tension here. So we're going to pull up with our band, and now the elbows are in. Now the arms are no longer going to move. Torso is going to stay nice and stable, so pull those abdominals in, get a little bit of a core workout at the same time. And we're going to lift the knee up and press the heel straight down so that your feet are in line with one another. So knee up. So you almost want to imagine here like you're squishing a bug under your heel. Really squeeze your glute at the bottom and then slowly come up and press down. Good. And down. All right, we're going to do 9 more. So here we go. 9, 8, 7, 6. Don't forget to squeeze your glute at the bottom of the motion. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to release the band from under their foot. Of course, we have to do the other side. So center of the band is going to go under the heel. Pull the band up a little bit so that you have a little bit of resistance with the band. Elbows are in, core engaged, and here we go. Press down. Squeeze your glute and release. Slowly come up and squeeze your glute as you press your heel down into the floor and up. And we're going to do that 10 more times. Make sure you keep breathing. If you want to count along with me at home, that's great. And we've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, almost there, and 1. All right, relax those arms. So again, we're going to move to the upper body. The next exercise, the focus is going to be on the bicep muscle, which is the muscle at the front of the arm, a little bit of the brachioradialis, which is another arm muscle. So we're going to place both of our feet on the band here, and we're going to hold the band between the index and thumb with your palm of your hand facing your body. So like this. So this will help you get nice straight wrists. And you want to imagine when you're doing this exercise like you're holding a hammer. So your wrist is going to stay nice and firm. And you want to try to avoid rolling the band in your hands like this, which can cut off circulation in your hands and fingers. So again, thumb up towards the ceiling, palm towards the body, and you're holding the band between the index and the thumb. Elbows are glued to your sides. Arms down, and now we're going to flex the arms, wrist to shoulders. And nice and slow, we're going to slowly come back down. Again, focus is on the front of the arms. Slow and smooth up, and slow and smooth down. Trying to keep those elbows in one place. So we've already got 3 done. So now we're at 4. And that means we've got 8 more. So let's count back together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are we still breathing at home? All right, last one, guys. And good. All right, so we're going to keep the band where it is now, and we're going to step our feet forward and lift the band up. So the band's going to be right underneath of your thighs here, and you want to place it so that it's close to your knees, the back of your knees. Your feet are going to come together, and you're going to cross the band here, so you're going to form an X, and you're going to hold on to the opposite side of the band and pull it tight so that you've got some tension here in your band. You're going to keep your arm position stable, chest up, and we're going to open up the knees like a clam shell opening up. So we're going to open up the knees, soles of the feet are going to stay planted, slowly come down. So this is another glute exercise. So you want to feel that higher up on the hips. And 2. It's a small motion. 3, so your feet should really stay planted on the ground. You should feel this again in your hips, not your ankles. All right, guys, we're going to do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, awesome job, guys. We're gonna uncross the band. So we're gonna go back to our upper body, and the next exercise, we're gonna work the rotator cuff. So working deep into that shoulder, the shoulder muscles. So first what we're gonna do is we're gonna stand, and you're gonna take the center of your band and place it on your chair. And then you're gonna have a seat in your chair. So we're gonna reach for the opposite, we're gonna go across the body to reach the band on the opposite side of the hand we're gonna be working. And you're gonna have the palm of the hand facing up towards the ceiling and the elbow glued to the side. And here we want to try to keep our breastbone in the center. So the only thing that's moving here is going to be your arm, and you want the movement to come from the shoulder. Arm at a 90-degree angle. We're going to open up the arm to the side. Good. And then slowly come back. So we're going to do that again about 12 times, or as many as you can comfortably do. 2, 3, breastbone in the center, make sure you keep breathing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so we've got 4 more. Are we still breathing? 4, 3, 2, last one. All right, awesome. Slowly come back to the initial position. We're going to take the band and just put it back so that it's off of our chair. Of course, we're going to do that on the other side. So we're going to go across the body, grab onto the opposite side of the band. Palm facing up towards the ceiling, thumb away from the body. Elbows hugging into your side here, and your breastbone is lifted, chin slightly down, crown of the head reaches up towards the ceiling. And again, the motion comes from the arm only. So here we go. From the shoulder, we're doing external rotation, so turning outwards, and slowly coming back to the initial position. Try as best as you can to keep your wrists nice and firm here so that the motion comes from the shoulder. And 3, 4, 5, 6, we're halfway through this exercise, so we've got 6 more. 6, count back with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, great job, guys. So we're going to go back to the lower body. The next exercise that we're going to do is going to work on the calves. We're going to do one leg at a time. So you're going to stand up for just a second so you can release the band from underneath you. And again, we're going to have a seat in our chair. Now this time we're going to go all the way to the back of the chair. And you're going to take the center of the band and place it under the toes of one foot. Again, we're going to do both legs, so it doesn't really matter which leg you do first. You're going to lift your leg up, and you want to have your legs straight, but to avoid locking out the knee, you want to make sure that you have a little bit of a micro bend here in the knee. You're going to pull your elbows back a little bit so that you have some tension in your band, and you're going to point your toes to the front, almost as if you were pressing on the gas pedal in your car. And then slowly come up, toes reach up, and then toes point down. So again, we're going to do this exercise about 12 times, pointing to the front and slowly coming back. So we're at 4, nice and slow here, slow and steady. And we've got 8 more, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, foot down, let's go to the other foot. So you're gonna take the center of the band, place it under the front of the foot, so closer to the toes. And you're gonna pull the elbows back, a little micro bend in your knee here, but your leg is mostly straight. Chest up, shoulders down, and here we go, let's press down. So again, about 12 times, feeling it in your calf muscle. And we're already at 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 more. Let's count it back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's relax that foot back down to the floor, release the band. So for the next exercise, I will demonstrate it standing, but if your legs are tired, feel free to stay sitting in your chair. So if you can, you're gonna stand up. You're gonna take the center of your band and place it on top of the fingers of one hand like this. And now you're gonna go across your body and place your hand on the opposite shoulder. 2 options here. You can either take one side of the band only, which will be a little bit easier, or for a little bit more resistance, if you're feeling a little stronger today, you can hold on to both. So the elbow is going to be at the side here, the arm's at about a 90-degree angle, and you're going to pull the arm and the hand down towards the floor and slowly come back up. So here the focus is on the back of the arm, the tricep, pressing down and slowly come up. And again, you want to keep your wrists mostly straight here, like if you were holding a hammer. And 4. So we've got 8 more here, standing tall. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, almost there, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's move on to the other arm. So you're going to slide the band onto the fingers of the other hand here. You're going to go across your body. So your hand's going to be on your opposite shoulder, holding on to either one side of the band or both. Whichever you did on the first side, you're going to do on the second side. And elbow in, and we're ready to go. Here we go, pull down. So again, focus is on the back of the arm, the tricep muscle. And 2, we're going to go all the way up to 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good, slowly come back to the initial position. So we're going to do one more exercise today, and this one's also for the upper body. So we're going to focus here on the finger flexors and a little bit of the shoulder in an isometric motion. So that means a motion where we're not causing any movement in the muscle. So we're going to stand nice and tall, and you're going to take the very end of your band here, and the other end of the band might be on the floor here or hovering just off the floor. You want your hand to be straight out in front in line with your shoulder joint, making a little ball here. Now we're going to try to lift the entire band into the hand using just our fingers. So we're going to try to turn this band into a little ball here. So you're going to use your fingers and your thumbs, or in your thumb, just one, to get that band all the way up in your hand. And don't worry, it doesn't need to look pretty. And try not to rotate your wrist, to really only use your fingers. If it doesn't go all the way up in your hand, that's okay. Just do the best you can. It doesn't need to be perfect or pretty. And then we're going to release. And of course, we have to do the other hand. So you're going to go out in front. So your wrist is going to be in line with your shoulder and your arm is mostly straight. Out in front here. So the other end of the band is either on the floor or hovering slightly off the floor. And again, just using your fingers and your thumb, you're going to work that band up and towards the hand, squishing it into a little ball. So you might find here that you have one arm that's slightly better than the other. Almost there. Do you have a band in your hand yet? And relax. Okay, so that's it for our strengthening exercises using our resistance band. So before we finish off our workout today, we're just going to do a few stretches. So you can take your band and place it on the back of your chair. First stretch is for the calf. So you can have one hand on the chair here to help you with balance. Your feet are staggered just a little bit here, and you're going to take a giant step back with one foot, and you're going to lunge into your front foot, and you want your knee to be right above the ankle joint. So your knee's not crossing over the toes. You're going to lift your chest and relax your shoulders down. So you want to feel this in the calf of the back leg. So for our stretches, just like when we do our resistance training exercises, we want to make sure that we breathe smoothly. And we're going to take the same leg and bring it up. And now we're going to do that with the other leg. And take a giant step back with one foot, press your heel down towards the floor, and lunge into your front leg so that the knee stacks right above your ankle. So if you were to look down at your foot here, you should still be able to see your toes. So if you can't see your toes, then try to inch your foot forward a little bit. So we want to hold our stretches here for about 15 to 20 seconds. And you want to feel some tension in the band. But if you feel pain when you do stretching, it's an indicator that you might have gone a little too far, so you can ease out of it a little bit. Now step your feet together. Next stretch is for the hamstring. So you're going to just take about half a step forward with one foot and lift those toes up towards the ceiling. Now you're going to take your opposite leg, the standing leg, and you're going to bend the knee just a little bit, hinge at your hips, and then press your hips back as you hinge forward. Now as you hinge here, you want to hinge from your hip creases, keeping your chest and the sides of your waist in extension. So you're lengthening from your hips all the way to the armpits. So again, a little bit of a stretch. You should feel this in the back of your leg here. And slowly come up, both of your feet plant firmly on the floor, and we're going to go to the other leg. So a little half step forward, toes up, bending in the standing knee here, and shifting your hips back, keeping your chest lifted and your spine in an erect position. So lengthening from your hips to your armpits. And we're going to stand tall, step your feet together. The next stretch is going to focus on two parts of our body, so the outer thigh as well as the side of the waist. So you're going to bring your feet close together and right next to your chair. And you're going to take the foot and the leg that's closest to the chair, and you're going to cross it in front of the other leg, and you're going to shoot your hip a little to the side. So you're going to feel that on your glute in the side, in the outer thigh here. And then you're going to reach that same arm up towards the ceiling. You're going to make sure that your shoulder is down away from the ear and that your arm is slightly back. And you can either stay here or bend a little bit to the side, not too much. And again, you're going to feel this in the side of the waist and the outer thigh of that leg. Relax the muscles of your face as you hold the stretches and keep breathing. Now relax the arm down, uncross your leg, and sit tall. And let's go to the other side of our chair. So your feet are going to be close to your chair here. You're standing nice and tall. And you're going to take your foot and your leg that's closest to the chair and cross it in front of the leg that's furthest away from the chair. Shoot your hip out to the side. And if you choose to, you can stay with just the lower body, or if it feels comfortable, then you can reach the arm that's furthest away from the chair up towards the ceiling. Drop your shoulder down so that there's lots of space between the ear and the shoulder. Rotate the shoulder back a little bit, and then if you want, you can bend a little bit to the side, but not too much. Try to look straight ahead. Deep breaths. Relax the arm, uncross the legs, and we're going to do a stretch for the chest now. So you're going to interlace your fingers together behind you, and you're going to pull your hands down and then reach your hands away. So if you can't quite reach your hands together at your back, you can modify this by bringing your hands to your hips and bringing your elbows back as you lift your chest. So you've got a few options there, so hands together or hands on the hips. Lift your breastbone. So this stretches the chest, it also stretches the front of the shoulders. Good, relax the arms. We're going to do one final stretch, which is for the triceps. So we're going to reach one arm up towards the ceiling. Keep the shoulder down away from the ear, and you're going to take the same hand and place it on the shoulder, like you're giving or the back of the shoulder, like you're giving yourself a little pat in the back. And then you can either stay here if that's enough of a stretch, or you can use your other hand to prop your elbow up towards the ceiling. That's option number 2. Option number 3 is to pull from behind. Now abdominals are in either variation. Your elbow should be pointing up towards the ceiling as best as possible, and your shoulders are relaxed down and away from the ears. Relax the arm down, and you're going to reach the other arm up towards the ceiling, shoulder down. You're going to give yourself a little pat on the back, and you're going to pull the abdominals in. Now you can either stay here for option number 1, option number 2, or option number 3. Relax your arms down. And we're just going to take 3 deep breaths to finish out our workout here. So lift your breastbone as you inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, press your palms down and slowly breathe out. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. And deep breath in and deep breath out. Thank you so much for doing some strength training exercises with me today, which will help keep your muscles and your bones nice and strong. We look forward to seeing you in one of our Stay Fit classes, and tune in next week for the next workout. Have a great day, everyone.